Raiders of the Lost Ark is the first Indiana Jones movie, as Indiana Jones is tasked to find the Ark of the Covenant. He has to fight German soldiers and try to stop them from opening the Well of Souls. So let's talk about Raiders of the Lost Ark. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark. So Raiders of the Lost Ark is the first Indiana Jones movie, as it has Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. And my initial thoughts for this movie is that I absolutely love this movie. It's an absolute blast. Steven Spielberg is a masterclass when it comes to directing, and this is probably the best movie he has ever made. I love this movie so much. I've seen it so many times, and I can't wait to talk about it. Raiders of the Lost Ark is an action-adventure directed by Steven Spielberg and stars Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones for the very first time. The story consists of Indiana Jones, who receives a task and finding the Ark of the Covenant before German soldiers do in the time period of World War II. Basically, the Ark of the Covenant is very bad news. If it's in the hands of the wrong people, it could definitely damage the entire world. So Indiana Jones is tasked to prevent them from finding it, and this entire movie is Indiana Jones' journey figuring out where the Ark of the Covenant is and trying to prevent the German soldiers from finding it. To me, this story is perfect. It's an amazing sight to see when you have Steven Spielberg and George Lucas team up together to create something. And this something is the idea of Indiana Jones that starts with Raiders of the Lost Ark. And within Raiders of the Lost Ark, this story is absolutely phenomenal that has no flaws from start to finish. There's no dull moments, and throughout this movie, it gets better as the film progresses. You have characters that you can absolutely fall in love with, specifically Indiana Jones. As soon as he appears on screen, he just takes all the scenery, and he is just absolutely awesome throughout the entire movie. You also have characters like Marion, who is the love interest that you can also instantly like, and it's a very heartwarming character that Indiana Jones falls for. And throughout the movie, you just have a blast. This movie does a lot for me as it provides an action adventure that you can endlessly return to and has characters that you can fall in love with. But the story is just told in such a way to where I just love everything it does, and it doesn't waste your time when you watch this movie. So I can't recommend this story enough. It's absolutely phenomenal. The entertainment value for Raiders of the Lost Ark is through the roof. As this film is an action adventure, this movie provides you exactly that. With Steven Spielberg's direction, Raiders of the Lost Ark has multiple action scenes throughout the film, and Steven Spielberg directs them brilliantly, as you have many action scenes that are just so riveting to watch and are so amazingly directed and performed from the stunt teams and the actors in every single action sequence. You also have John Williams, who created the score, and each time the movie it gets into the action, or you just have cool moments with Indiana Jones or Marion, you have an amazing musical sequence that just makes the movie even better. Every turn this movie goes to in regards to whether it's story, action, or score, it just takes the right turn. And so when you're talking about the action in this movie, as this is an action adventure, it gives you everything you need all in one, and that's why I think this movie is just a masterclass when it comes to cinema. So I think the entertainment value for Raiders of the Lost Ark is absolutely phenomenal. Raiders of the Lost Ark is a perfect film. You have Steven Spielberg and George Lucas teaming up together to create probably cinema's best action adventure, and an amazing idea with Indiana Jones. The character of Indiana Jones himself is top the charts and one of the most iconic movie characters of all time, and in Raiders of the Lost Ark, it kicks it off. This film gives you exactly what you need in regards to character development and story, and it also provides extremely well-made action. So I'm going to give Raiders of the Lost Ark my perfect score with 2 thumbs up. If you've been living under a rock and haven't seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, my recommendation to you is you should watch this movie. This is cinema at its best. with Indiana Jones being one of the most iconic movie characters of all time. And in my opinion, he is my favorite movie character of all time. I personally like Indiana Jones more than Star Wars. So if you have not seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think you should 100% watch it. Buy it, watch it on streaming. It was just added to Disney Plus. So if you have that streaming service, you can watch it there. But I also recommend you buying it because it's so dang good. But other than that, I do really recommend this movie a lot. There you have it. That's my review for Raiders of the Lost Ark. And that'll be my first installment for my weekly reviews for Indiana Jones. As you may have seen my community post, I will be doing an Indiana Jones movie review each week leading up to the 5th and final installment with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So this week was Raiders of the Lost Ark, and next week will be Temple of Doom. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of Raiders of the Lost Ark in the comments below. If you like this content, make sure you like it and consider watching another video. And if you want to see me again, make sure you're subscribed so I can see you next time. Till then, peace.